Hey everybody, it's BATJAC J.W. and yes, it's a FN high power. This is a surplus gun. Yeah, picked it up at the show and just knew I wasn't going to be able to leave it there. Wanted something that basically a shooter, and yeah, that's what I picked up was a shooter. It's a true FN Fabrique Nationale Browning Belgium high power. You got the ring hammer, which is pretty cool. It's got a nice sturdy recoil spring in there because I recently replaced it with a Wolf 18 pounder. So it's got a really nice stout recoil spring because, of course, being I was going to use it and shoot it, that's what I wanted to make sure it had a nice fresh spring and everything in it. And this one here actually came with ambi safeties, which I can live with that. That's fine. One thing that I was concerned with was how much modification I would have to do to a grip to get it to work, because the grips I wanted are something like this, which I wound up getting, which are close to the original type of just basic walnut wood grips that were on the originals, like for say the T series that I have, that I'll show you guys in another video. But these actually came from these grips here off of Amazon, not eBay, but India. They like my other grips that I bought for one of my Smith & Wessons. They've come from India too, off of eBay. But fairly nice. They arrived in less than a week. I was kind of a little bit kind of thinking, well, it's going to come from India. I wonder how long it's going to take. No, it took less than a week, and they arrived. The only thing I'm going to want to replace is the screws. I don't like the hex screws. I'm going to replace those. I did put rubber O-rings under the screw to secure it, because I didn't want to split these grips, and that is a kind of something that can happen here. I've always thought it was funky that they put the grip screw off to the side here on the high power, but I haven't had issues with them loosening up or anything. Could have to do with the O-ring I put under there, but it's not a bad pistol for a surplus model. For a surplus one that you're going to get. Of course, it depends. I think surplus guns can fluctuate in prices depending on when you're looking for them and how much there are of them. For some reason, right now, currently, I wasn't able to seek out any massive deals on surplus guns. But this one here, kind of funny thing was, when I first got it, it didn't look like much. It was like, wow, what's wrong with this finish on it? It looks horrible. Come to find out, it was paint. And so on the way home, I picked up from the Ace Hardware. I got basically a bottle of paint stripper, and stripped all that paint off of there with that, some in a copper brush. And there's still some that still remained on there from here and there. There's some weird little markings right there. That's from the original paint that was on it, but underneath it was this bluing. So not bad at all. For something that I was just gonna take it and pop it off at the range there, it pretty much served the purpose that I wanted. I painted the front sight yellow. So the sights are definitely nothing to write home about. They're a little beat up, but again, it's just it's a ranged piece and something to have fun with, and it's a high power. It does still have the magazine disconnect. I'm not going to temper with that. I'm not going to mess with it or remove it or anything like that. So I just want to keep it the way it is. It does have a heavy, because of that. Yeah, a little heavy, but not terrible. Again, it's a fun piece, and it's really historical. That's really why I really wanted the history on it. It's just super cool. So there's a look at it. That's my surplus FN high power. And coming up in some videos, we're going to compare it to the 1968 T series model with the ring hammer and beautiful grips on that, and also the new Tassos high power that's out. Wonder how that stacks up to it. Well, we're going to compare all of them together. So thanks for watching. BATJAC J.W. here. Like, share, and subscribe.